Hey guys, it's your girl Jasmine with Simply Jazzy by Design, and we are back with another tutorial. So today's tutorial is kind of like a follow-up of one of my most popular videos, making a backdrop. So since then, a lot of questions have come in, a lot of people wanting to know a little bit more information, as well as I know that video quality was not the greatest. We've changed our way of recording since then, so I just wanted to make an update video for you guys. So I do have a client that's about to have a birthday party, and so we're just going to go through the steps of making a Jurassic World birthday backdrop. This will be a standard one. The customer that I have, she ordered two of them. One that is a standard one without any additional information. And then she also ordered one that has the child's name that's for a custom party. So we're just going to do the general one right now so that I'm not giving any names or ages or anything like that sort. So just bear with me one moment. I am just moving some things around. All right, so first thing first, one of the things that was asked a lot of was how to pick your size. A lot of people were saying that they didn't know how to pick their size. So when it comes to that, what you're going to do is Canva's Canva's size. Trying to figure out the words I want to use. I don't say limitations because it's not a limitation. It's just the biggest size that you could go to in terms of points, which means how many um, points per square inch or pixels per square inch. That's what I'm trying to say. The most you can go to as far as the height is 3,125. So I want this to be a 3x5 backdrop. Nothing big, but for this case, in order to get my sizing, what you're going to do is you're going to take your calculator. You want to do 3,125 divided by 3. So that's going to tell you how many, for each inch, for each foot, how many pixels per square inch do you need to use. So that way you can make sure that your height and that you're getting the best quality in the size that you have allowed to use. So it's about 1,041.66666667 or something like that. And so then you're going to times that by 5. And so then I know that I need to make my width that amount, which is going to be 5,208. So we've already created our design, which is 5,208 pixels points by 3,125. So that will give me my 5x3 size backdrop. So let's get right into it. You want to kind of keep those proportions the same because they're going to have to stretch it, or they're going to have to stretch it when you send it to the printer. So we have our backdrop size. That is a standard that I typically use for most of my designs. We're going to go ahead and start adding some elements. So like I said, this is a Jurassic World party. So I know that with dinosaurs, it's kind of like a jungle theme. So or a jungle background. So we're going to search jungle. And this is how I'm going to get my backdrop. We're going to go to photos or my background. And we're going to scroll through a couple of these jungle pictures and just see what would look good for us. And just bear with me. I'm just looking through a few. If this is your first video with me, I do apologize ahead of time. My old faithfuls, they know I am very indecisive when it comes to starting a new design. Fonts and backgrounds are my hardest thing to select. This is no different. I'll usually change it like 10 times when I'm actually making a design. But for the sake of this video, I'll try my best to put that side of me aside. So we're just looking for something that kind of is open, but not too open. You know what? We're going to, like I said, for the sake of this video, because I'll scroll for forever, let's just go with this one here. So now we're going to go ahead and right click and select set image as background. So we have our background and we're ready to go. I already have uploaded, I'll put the link in the description because I don't remember, you guys, exactly where I got this from. I know that it was a website that you can download it from. It's just a blank Jurassic World um logo. I have been using it for a while. Um, it did come with the commercial license, so no issues there. I'll try to find the link and I will get it posted for you guys in the description. So it did unfortunately, it was not a PNG with a transparent background, but I have Canva Pro, so of course that's not an issue. We're gonna edit photo, background remover, and our backgrounds removed. This is kind of the biggest element of it, per the customer's request, with the little added things. With this, what we decided to do was to leave it blank because she wants to be able to add a sticker or some sort on top in order to say who the party's for or things of that sort. So we'll leave it blank for her, make it a little bit smaller so that when she hangs it up, she has a little versatility in hanging it. But that is there. And with Canva, they just added some new dinosaurs recently, which is saving my life because Jurassic World and dinosaurs for boys has become like a really big thing. So we're gonna use elements from Canva today. So we're gonna click dinosaur. This is just gonna be a really simple, quick, easy video. Like I said, it's just a retouch up of our previous video. And my son loves T-Rexes, so you can always make him smaller and move him further back in the forest as if he's approaching. We can move this here to the side and kind of make that the element there. Make our T-Rex a little bit smaller. There's a lot you can do to play around with this. Bring our T-Rex down to the front. We can put our design there, still in the middle. Put our T-Rex there, just to give it a little bit more character. Let's see, what other dinosaur? My son loves Ankylosaurus. So we will add one of those, even though it's not for my baby. We'll add one of those. Of course, you guys, you can play with it as however you want to. I'm just letting you know the elements that you can add to it. Let's add a couple pterodactyls. Up flying in the corner. Let's see what other options we have. Put you here. Let's go ahead and flip him around. So of course, to flip, you're just gonna go to position. And I'm sorry, guys, not position. Here's the flip here, and we're just gonna flip horizontal. Bring him that way. Put him a little bit further back. So we'll make him a little bit smaller because he's a little bit further back in those woods. Or we're gonna put him up here. Whatever the case may be, you can just add him where you want. Or we can make him bigger. I don't want him standing on my Ankylosaurus. Put our Ankylosaurus here. And maybe turn him around too. In that case, let's make a T-Rex a little bit bigger. His tail can hang off. It's not a big deal. And we'll just put him down here. If you want to make him bigger, you can definitely do that. Like I said, you just play around with it. If I had the name on there, it wouldn't be a big deal as far as what's in front of, what's behind, all that kind of stuff, because there would be nothing else to add. It could cover up the name a little bit, which is perfectly fine. But for this case, because she wants it blank, we don't want to put too much in the way of this. So we'll just move it around a little bit. Really don't even like him there, but you have the option to add if you would like to later. Maybe you want to have some dinosaurs that are uh not as visible. Of course, you can always change the transparency. Take him down a little bit. He's there, but he's not bolded in my face. That is always an option. Now, my customer did ask for something super, super simple, and this is super, super simple as it gets. I'll be sending her two different designs, one like this, just plain, nothing on it. Then I will also, for her to be able to add in print. And then she's also getting this one printed as is. Now, if you wanted to add a name to it, a couple of things you can do. There is a Jurassic World font. I will link it in the bottom, but let's see if we can find one for you guys for the video sake. The other one that I use, I don't remember where I got it from, so I don't want to use that one. No, I don't want to. Okay, that's the one that I'm looking for here. It's gonna be one where the letters have the line through it. So I actually like this one best. So let's see. I think this one. Download that one there. And it is downloading, downloading, downloading. So we'll go back to Canva. And while that's loading, we're going to go ahead and go to our downloads. And here we go. We're going to extract it. And we're going to open it and install. All right, so that one's installed. We're also going to go to our brand, which we're going to use my brand kit in Canva. So back to your home screen, you should be able to go to your brand kits, open my brand kit. And of course, I'm sure for the sake of this video, it's not going to upload, but we're going to give it a try anyway. Sometimes my fonts upload, sometimes they don't. We're going to downloads. Let's try Becca. And we're going to select it. Yes. All right, and there we go. We now have our Tribeca regular. Of course, anytime you're uploading a font, you do need to exit out of the design that you're currently doing and go back into it. So we're going to go back home and open up that design again. And that is how you add a font, you guys. It's not anything hard. Of course, you need to look into your licenses and things of that sort. I'm not adding this font when I send it to her. I don't know what the commercial license is on that site, so I don't use those. But the font that I will be sending to her that is editable, we have already used this font before. Does have a commercial license on it, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to use this one here so I can show you guys how to get a free font if you need it for a design that you are making. 1001 fonts is my go-to a lot of the time for my personal designs. They come in handy a lot, have tons and tons and tons of nice, cool fonts for you. All right, the added heading is already there. We'll select it. For the sake of this video, I'll just use my son's name. So it is Jackson's World. And we'll go to our fonts. And here, I'm not going to the brand kit. I want to go back to the brand kit. It shows your uploaded fonts typically at the top. So here we go, Tribeca regular. And it has changed that for us. So in order to get the best out of this font, we're going to go to our spacing. And for letter spacing, we'll just bring those in a little bit, just so we can use a little bit more space. So we can make that a little bit bigger. Let's go and make this a tinge bigger. Since we're adding our elements now, our name now, we can, have dinosaurs in front of it because we know what it will or will not show. Let's move them out the way just for a second. So we're going to make this to where we can, utilize the full space of our design. It is clearly Jackson's World. And we're going to leave that right there in our design. Just moving it up a tinge. Okay. Now we can put our dinosaur back. And he's going to go behind our letters, but in front of our picture. That's the difference when you're using the font versus sending it to a customer without. You can make those choices and make those changes. If you want to change the color of that font, you can. That's not a problem. You can change it to whatever color you may want it to be. Let's go with a blue. I'm okay with that green. And I'm interested to see if this font will allow me to do some. Okay, I like that. There we go. It made it a little bit better. We just added a few effects. Let me go back through that. So you are able to still add effects to this font. So we chose to put the name in green. Then in our effects, we chose to do the outline, which gives it an outline on the outside. Because it does have the, basically the outline, really what it does is put a color background behind the wording. And so since this has the spaces in the middle, where it's the line through the word, that color did pop and show through the back of it, which gave that name a little bit of pop. So it wasn't so sunk into the background. So you barely see it on the outside of the name, but you do see where it pops through the back, where there was a line through. We can also make that a little bit thicker and just give some depth to that design. Now you can, of course, keep on playing around, add more elements. That is completely up to you what you do or do not want to add at this point. For the most part, the design is done. It's ready to print or ready to do whatever you want with it. That's a really easy, simple Jurassic World design ready to go to the printer. Say, for instance, that you also wanted to add a number or something to it. Let's see how this font works with numbers. It works wonders. There we go. So say that your party goer is turning 3. I personally would add it maybe like here. I don't love those numbers, but they are there. So something else for you to play around with in terms of getting what your customer wants or what you need. So if you're ready to print, what you're going to do next is go to share, download. We want this as a PDF print. And the reason why I always suggest a PDF print is so that you can check your design before sending it over. So you're going to save this twice. Once for printing, once for proofing, once for printing. So for printing, you're going to save the JPEG. Or you can save it as a PNG, but you don't want to do transparent background for this PNG because you need that background, guys. You saved it, you created that background. We want that. But for terms of editing, proofing it, we want to do the PDF print. So we're going to download that. If you watched my last backdrop video, what you're going to do when you open that PDF print is you're going to scroll in, you're going to enlarge it, and you're going to scroll around your picture and see if anything is pixelated once you increase the size, because that's what you're going to get when you print it. I don't want to go through that process all over again because, like I said, it's on that last video. But you're going to open that file. After you open that file, you're going to go ahead and increase the size, and you're going to be able to see if there's any pixelation or anything on the design. If you're working out of Canva, Canva does pretty well with increasing their size. I believe they use mostly vectors, which vectors will increase with size and will not pixelate the way a lot of pictures and sometimes will. So as long as when you increase it on your computer through your PDF print, it does not look pixelated, you should be good when it comes to printing. So we've created our proofing design. We go in, we proof it. It's great. It's awesome. No pixelation. Everything looks nice and crisp. Send it to your printer. I had a few people asking me in terms of where to print. I personally use stickers banners. I had a couple of people say that they were too expensive, asking if there were other options. Yes, there are other options. I don't use them because sticker banners is local to me and I've never had an issue with them. If you're looking for another person, Google it. It's simple as print backdrop. Google it. CVS, not CVS. Yes, CVS, I believe, does it. Walgreens, I believe, in some areas do it. Any kind of place that does printing, Vista Print. I guess there's this place called Banner Buzz. I don't know in terms of their quality because I have not personally used anyone except for sticker banners because I know their quality, they're local to me, and I can pick up same day. So that is what I look for when I am doing those. So I hope this answers some of the questions you guys have had regarding it, how to clear the pixelation. If your picture is pixelating, you need a better quality. Like I said, the best thing to use is vectors. It matters the pixels per inch. That matters because if you have a low quality photo when you upload it, there's nothing that they can do to change that for you. Whatever you upload to your printing site is what you're going to get back. So if there's anyone who has any questions or concerns, please feel free to submit them to this video. I try my best to answer all of you guys' questions, but I am a one-woman show, so please be patient with me. Also, in the comments, please let me know what else you guys want to see. We're getting ready to start a senior series where we're going to be doing some stuff getting ready for seniors that are graduating this year, so I can make sure that you guys have all the tools that you need to make your special graduate feel special, or even to beef up your business. So we're going to get those products rolled out pretty soon so that you guys are ready for that April, May, June rush. All right, so that's all I have today regarding these backdrops. Pretty simple, pretty easy. You pick your size, upload your elements, add your elements, arrange them the way you see so fit, save your proof, edit it, save your design to send to the printer, send it off, get your product, and be happy. If there's nothing else, and I have nothing else, so I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Thank you guys for sticking by me. We are so close to 1,000 followers. Maybe doing a giveaway once we hit that mark. Look forward to teach you guys something else soon. Thank you. Have a great day.